Life was like a box of ducks. You never know what you're gonna get.
On this recess, we're enjoying another exciting day aboard Harmony of the Seas.
What is this? Since when are you finger gunning yourself in the mirror?
We'll be exploring the adventurous side of this massive ship, from the abyss to ice skating on a cruise ship.
Chris, can I go one more?
We're taking on some fun things to do.
Really puts the line in Zipline.
On day 3, we're also trying some interesting foods.
What did I just eat?
Hopefully, we'll find something better to eat. Ha ha ha. I know it sounds familiar, but consider subscribing to our channel for more fun videos and join our YouTube membership for extra perks.
Oh, it does? Oh, it sounds vaguely familiar.
Get ready for another fun episode aboard Harmony of the Seas.
Whew, I really hope this angle is flattering.
I'm too fat, I guess.
You know what time it is.
It's recess time.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to day 3 on Harmony of the Seas. We have so many activities and fun things planned today. But first things first, we're going to go get some coffee. And we have an exciting thing that we're going to do. We're going to hide some ducks. So we brought a box of ducks to hide around the ship. And every morning we're going to hide a few. So Abed, I present to you the duck box. All right, Abed, you have to pick 4 and we're going to hide 4 this morning.
We should have started this earlier in the cruise, so I think what we'll do is maybe just take a handful, because it is day 3. But you know what this reminds me of? A saying that my grandmother always said. She said, life was like a box of ducks. You never know what you're gonna get.
Interesting that his grandma suddenly has a really thick southern drawl, and that sounds vaguely familiar, like from a movie or something.
Oh, it does? Oh, it sounds vaguely familiar. Look, life is like a box of ducks. Never know what you can get. Random recess.
Upside down in the ceiling.
Okay, so I'm gonna hide my first duck. I'm gonna hide some of them more obvious than others. It's sort of a progression. This one is really easy. And just like that, we are at the boardwalk. I definitely think we're gonna end up hiding some here. Plus, I need coffee. It's only 9-ish a.m., little past 9. We are just not breakfast boys, at least not this morning. We're probably gonna do Johnny Rockets or something for breakfast at some point. Just, it didn't work out today, but coffee time, and then we still have a few more ducks for the morning. And then, man, it is a jam-packed day. We're doing ice skating. Maybe silent disco tonight. There's just a lot going on. We're so excited. Another sea day. All right. Thank you. All right, Chris, we got our coffee. Cheers. Cheers. Big.
Ooh, that's good.
I gotta say, obviously it's humid. We're at sea, but the weather right now is great.
It feels great outside. It is a little bit humid, but we got our coffee. Let's go hide some ducks.
Everyone's on the hunt this morning. Ha ha.
They do move in herds.
Ooh, Schooner Bar. No one's ever there. Okay, I gotta put this. This is cold. By the way, our drink of choice, if you were wondering, is vanilla sweet cream cold brew. Typically, when we're home Monday through Friday, here's TMI, we get iced Doppios. We get iced Doppios in a venti cup, and then we add a protein shake. So we have protein coffee. I know, not very original, but on the weekends, it's vanilla sweet cream cold brew.
All right, we're here at the Schooner Bar. I gotta hide a duck here at the Schooner Bar for the adults. Can I hide one here at the bottom of the Rising Tides bar and then make people jump down there as it's floating up or down to get it before it comes down? I'm just kidding. That would be horrible. It malfunctions.
I'm telling you, best time on a cruise ship is early morning. People are slowly getting up, but this is a packed cruise. It's spring break somewhere, so there's, a lot of families, a lot of kids, which is fine. That doesn't bother us. We do our thing, everyone does their thing. People get so upset, which I get. Everyone spends a lot of money on these cruises, but there are cruise lines that do 18 plus, so if you want that, like I said, we've said this on the last episode. I'm a travel advisor. Go to randomrecess.com, click the link in the description, and I'll help you get on Virgin Voyages or a cruise line that works for you.
Wow, man, way to advertise Virgin Voyages while you're on a Royal Caribbean ship.
Well, if Royal did 18 plus, then those that want 18 plus could then book that. My point is, cruising is for everybody. There's a cruise line for you.
All right, they're gonna have to dig around for that one. In the legs.
Okay, anyone that's on this sailing, if you find our ducks, tag us on Instagram at Random Recess. And apologies, we didn't have time to like get proper tags, so we did makeshift tags, and they're really, really bad. But look, see, they're paper. Sorry, I know you should get those like really nice cards, and the ducks that we have seen on board are great, but QR codes are on the back. Keep or hide, you decide. They're going to be all over the ship. All right, we've entered the belly of the beast. We won't be able to film very much, or we'll have to be very quick.
Why are you whispering? Because we're in the art gallery?
Yeah, decorum. As you saw on Chris's shirt, Navigator of the Seas, if you haven't checked out that vlog, make sure to check it out. We love the coin pusher, an actual coin pusher game here in the casino. So, it only makes sense that we have to hide one of these somewhere near. So, you gotta get changed to play the coin pusher. So, oh, it is moist out here. It is the first time we've really stepped outside. I mean, I was on the balcony this morning sunning, but this is just, it's moist.
It's thick out here. It's like a greenhouse in the Central Park right now.
All right, let me find a discreet place. Ooh, they're filming something. All right, we found like this like hidden area. What is this? This is a little walkthrough. This is nice. All right. Is this a perfect spot to hide a duck? Maybe. All right, we made it up to deck 15, the sports deck. We're about to do the zip line, or I'm about to do it. I don't know if Chris is going to do it, but this is such a beautiful sea day. The sun is out, the seas are calm, and like everyone's just having a great time. One might say everyone is in harmony. All right, we got here a little past after they opened the zip line. You know, there's a bit of a line, so make sure to wear your patient pants, but really puts the line in zip line. Even though I've done this, I'm still getting nervous, and I know I'm in good hands because Harmony of the Seas has got my back, but it's kind of interesting. They don't have the camera system. When we were on Utopia, I guess they were still testing it out, but it'll be interesting when they, you know, push it out to the rest of the fleet. But Chris is my videographer, so he's going to capture it all. Hey,
Facing outside, sir.
oh.
You doing blocked? I've got the red book case.
All right, doing this for y'all, and also for me. Give this video a like, and maybe subscribe. Wish me luck. See you on the other side. Just finished the zip line. I gotta go return the equipment. That was just much faster than the one on Utopia. Definitely shorter, but wow, I missed my landing by a long shot. I almost ran into the wall, but that was so much fun. The staff is great. It's so exhilarating. It's exciting. If you can do this, if you meet the requirements and you feel adventurous enough, nothing will get your blood going and get the excitement and the adrenaline rushing like a little zip line before lunch. And speaking of that, we still have a few more things to do. I conquered the zip line here on Harmony, and Chris, I think you're going to do the Great Abyss. Hoping to get this done because we still got ice skating. There's still so much more to do. This is kind of like one of our adventure days at sea. We try to do one that's like somewhat dry, and then one that's like all wet. And that'll probably be like the last day.
The Ultimate Abyss slide opens in 7 minutes, and the line for it goes all the way down past the flow rider. There's got to be like 50 people waiting to do this thing. I'm not chickening out.
Woo! Yeah! Woo! Oh! Oh my god! It's so dark! Alright, here we go. Woo! Alright. I got stuck. Oh. Oh. I'm too fat, I guess. Oh my god, that was fun.
All right, did the Ultimate Abyss. That is so much fun. Honestly, it wasn't as fast as the one on Utopia. It was a little slower, but it was smoother. So there's that. And I guess I didn't gain
as I didn't gain enough speed because I like ended up stopping at the bottom, and I had to pull myself to the front of the slide. But it was fun. I had a great time. I'm gonna do that again for sure.
Honestly, Chris, don't feel bad. Like, even behind you, everyone that came before you and now after is getting stuck in the same spot. Like, literally everyone. Light people, bigger people than, like, heavier than you, lighter than you, whatever. Like, everyone's getting stuck there. So I don't know if it's because it was raining. Maybe that has, I don't know if that has anything to do with it. You know, metal contracting when it's hot and cold or whatever, but probably not. It's all been engineered, but everyone isn't making it past the hole.
That makes me feel a little bit better. You know, I was like, I saw the light at the end of the tunnel and then I just stopped. And I was like, dang it, what the heck? But maybe you're right. It was raining right before we went down the slide, so that could have something to do with it. I don't know. It was a lot of fun though, and I'm gonna do it again.
All right, we made it inside on deck 6, right outside the boardwalk. Chris, we need to talk. Why are you wearing the Navigator of the Sea shirt? Yes, we had a great time. Y'all check out that vlog. But we need, tradition states that we need a shirt for every royal ship that we've sailed. And technically, we do have to wear the shirt of the previous cruise that we were on. That's kind of our thing. We wore Utopia on Navigator, Navigator on Harmony. So, what do you say?
We also wore Icon on Utopia. So yeah, we'll get Harmony and then we'll wear Harmony on the next cruise that we go on. That's how it works.
Yo, I might need a dog at Dog House because I am hungry, but we've got lunch plans. But for now, focused on fixing this fupa that Chris is doing, right? Yes, it's tradition, but also it's a fupa, and we've got to get a Harmony of the Sea shirt.
What do you think? Right out front.
No, I won't. Well, maybe. That's an idea, but
It has all the
okay,
info
so
on
it's
it.
kind of like that one.
Kind of like this one, yeah.
Okay, well, that's an option. Let's go inside, though. 2 for $40, that's not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad, but also don't feel inspired by that. Yeah, I like that. It's clean.
Yeah. I might have to get a couple shirts, y'all.
Yeah, we really like that shirt, and we're thinking we're gonna get the one that we found outside. One, it says 2 for $40, so why not?
All right, secured the bag. We got our shirts. We got 2 shirts. I think we only showed you one of those shirts that we got, but I'm staying in my Navigator shirt today. You can't make me change today.
Decided that lunch is gonna be at the boardwalk, so Chris and I have the dining package. We've been keeping up with this series. We're gonna have everything on the screen. The idea is we're gonna keep track of how much we spent on one side of the screen, and then essentially like the value received, like how much money have we, quote, saved or made off of, you know, the dining package. Because at the end of the day, it's not cheap, but also like, is it worth it? So keep watching. By the end of the series, we're gonna know, like, did we actually, quote, make a profit or reduce the cost? All right, Chris, I think I'm gonna do malt fries and then pie chili.
Ben, what is a pie chili? I don't think that's a real thing, and it's not on the menu.
Well, you see, hamburgers is on its own. That's one item. Malt fries, and then pie chili. So that means pie chili is on the menu.
If you're not familiar with Johnny Rockets, it's a restaurant chain you can find on land. It's a throwback to the classic American diner, specializing in burgers, fries, and shakes. On royal ships that have Johnny Rockets, it's $14.99 for lunch and dinner. Pro tip, breakfast is actually included dining and is free. For lunch and dinner, you can choose from a sandwich, side, and dessert, which isn't a bad deal for $14.99. We ordered some really great burgers, onion rings, cheese fries. The burgers were good, y'all. Like, really good. The best on this ship, at least. I got a slice of apple pie for dessert that was honestly so good. Since we have the drink package, we could also order shakes and malts, and those are included. So Chris opted for a chocolate shake, but we're not counting the shakes as part of this value. So let's talk dining package. According to our tracker, we spent $632.44 for our dining package. After today's lunch on day 3, that brings our value received to $269.98, meaning we've received that much in, quote, value. To break even on the dining package, we still need to spend $362.46. Keep watching this cruise series to see when and if we break even.
Okay, we made it to Studio B. We're gonna go ice skating, and I'm excited because it's cold in there, and it's hot on this ship, so I'm looking forward to cooling down.
I'm excited. This was actually on my bucket list, my revenge list, I should say. And I got to do it on Navigator of the Seas. Y'all check out that video where I got to do it. I miss skating so much, and now it's just gonna have to be a tradition every time I'm on a royal ship. At least one that has a skating rink. Chris, how's it going?
So good. I'm gonna like really skate once the cameras are off, you know. So I don't need people seeing how good I am, you know. It's gonna intimidate everybody. So I'm gonna pretend like I'm really bad at skating. So I make, you know, everybody like on an even playing field today, I think.
Chris, I'm coming in. How's it going?
You're so good at this. I'm so bad at skating.
No, you're fine. This is fun though.
Yeah. It's so much fun.
We are ice skating in the Gulf of Mexico right now. Like, we're in the middle of the Gulf. How awesome is that? I gotta keep going. Where else can you do this but on an Oasis, or I guess Navigator, we were able to do it, but this is so much fun. I love skating. I'm so thankful to be able to do this again. Whew, I really hope this angle is flattering. Chris, can I go one more?
Cool.
Also, I'm group 5 and group 4 is over, but not 5. So I'm gonna go till they tell me to leave. I'm slightly out of breath. That was so much fun. Just getting to do this. You're in the middle of the Gulf and you're on a giant cruise ship. You're on the ice. It's a super windy day. The fact that they can manage all this stuff, it's just so much fun. And it's included. It's not like you have to pay extra for it. Plus tonight or one of these nights, I'm pretty sure we're booked for the ice show. Really excited about that. But it just feels good to be able to get out, move a little bit, work off that burger and fries and onion rings and shake and apple pie and everything else we just ate and that we're gonna eat because this cruise isn't over. We're only at day 3. But I think I might have to book that again because I forgot how much I love skating. I used to skate a lot and I'm very rusty, but I need to find somewhere in Austin where I can do that. If anyone is in Austin or knows, I mean, I can Google it when I get home. But comment down below. Do me a favor.
I'm horrible at it, but that shouldn't stop you from doing it. This is just one of those things that practice makes perfect. I clearly have not had enough practice, but it was a good time nonetheless. And so many families were down there skating. If you're a beginner, they have the little training, you know, walker things on the ice for you, or if you're a little one that needs it. So that's cool. It's really well organized. So they stagger the groups in 10-minute increments, and they'll make announcements for when your group can go on, when you have 10 minutes left on the ice, and then when you have to leave. All the equipment is there for you. You don't have to rent like skates or helmets or pay extra for those. I mean, they have them all here for you. And yeah, it's a good activity. It's really fun. And again, when are you gonna go ice skating on a cruise ship? Only on Royal Caribbean. That's really cool.
After all that ice skating, I've worked up an appetite. I do not like the pizza here. The thing that Royal does well is speed. They can serve a lot of people, but the pizza is gross. It's not gross, it's just not great. Whereas Carnival hand tosses, but takes forever. The pizza is good, but it just takes forever to get. We need to meet in the middle where we can get quality and speed. So what cruise line does that? Honestly, I think I was being a little harsh. It's good. You know what, I can't say it's good. It's decent. I'm gonna give it a 2.5 out of 5. It gets the job done. But again, where Royal really excels with volume, like really feeding their passengers quickly, Carnival takes forever when it comes to their free food options, but it tastes better. What cruise line, y'all, comment down below, can do both, or at least more in the middle of like good, but also doesn't take forever to get food. Honestly, I'm being kind of snotty about the pizza. It was good. It was good. I'm still giving it 2.5 out of 5. It's just not as good as others I've had. But you know what? It gets the job done pretty much every time. But in celebration of the ice skating, so post ice skating drink, also pre-dinner. So it's a post ice skate pre-dinner drink. Going to Bolero's. I haven't been here yet for a drink on this cruise. And I'm trying to decide, is it too early for a martini? I mean, it is a pre-dinner drink. All right, so my drink arrived. I got the Cozumel Sunrise. Y'all, this drink is so pretty. I mean, just take a look at that. It's got tequila, mango, lime juice, and grenadine. It's beautiful. Now, we haven't made it to Cozumel yet. That is one of the port days, one of the stops on this cruise, but decided, you know what, I'm at Bolero's, celebrating, got pre-dinner drinks, post-ice skating drink. So, cheers. I wonder if they have that on other Royal ships. To be honest, I don't spend enough time in Bolero's. Usually it's like in the morning, we'll have our coffee, we may hang out here. Or like on a port day, they're doing trivia and stuff, but wow, this is good.
Okay, so I got a Mexican martini here at Bolero's, and it was really good. So the bartender actually didn't know what it was at first, so I kind of explained it to him, and he made it on the spot, asked if I liked it, and it turns out it's amazing. So I think next time I need to make sure that he adds some olive juice into it. But it's crisp and delicious. The tequila comes through. This is great. And you know we're martini boys, so I had to get a martini. Even a Mexican martini counts, okay?
So someone asked me, like, do you vlog all the time when I was at Sorrento's? And, like, do you take any time for yourself? And to be honest, like, we do. We just chilled at Bolero's for a while. We were just, like, hanging with friends and just, you know, just talking, catching up. And yeah, we had the drinks. We vlogged a little bit, but tell me, why am I so tired right now?
Bro, I'm so sleepy. I closed my eyes for like 2 seconds at Bolero's and I was like, I could take a nap right now. Maybe we gotta get a coffee or something to wake back up. Because we have dinner at Wonderland in a little bit.
More than a little bit. We have dinner in like 30 minutes. And we gotta go and change because we're in shorts. Probably can't see that. And it requires at least pants. So we gotta go change. We're not gonna get in trouble this time. We have a history of getting in trouble for dress code violations.
Not today.
All right, got changed. Fit check. What do we think?
Handsome.
Aw, thank you. I think I'm going to hide an extra duck. We were going to do them only in the morning, but I'm going to hide this one. This one was really cute. So I think I'm going to hide it on the way somewhere near Wonderland because tonight's dinner is about wonder and, you know, imagination. Even the menu is kind of unique. It's broken down by like sun, ice, earth, dreams. Dream section is like the desserts. Anyway, we're going to go over it. We're about to head down, but I guess up, whatever. But really excited. We're having a great time and I'm starving. Y'all, even though I had that snack at Sorrento's and I even kind of snuck something off camera, I went to, what's the cafe? Park Cafe?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Park Cafe at Central Park. I was filming down there and they had this weird wrap with turkey and avocado. Anyway, I'm glad I didn't review it. I'm not even going to tell you the score. I will not tell you the score out of 5. Just not going to do it. Not going to do it.
All right, we are on 11, and luckily for us, if we read the map right, which sometimes we don't, it should be right up here on 12.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, on my way to hide our duck, I found one.
This one's cute. It's like leopard print. Look at that.
Okay, there's no tag, take or hide. And y'all, again, apologies. We are going to work on our game, okay? This paper, we're going to get something nice for next time, but we were in a rush, okay? Forgive us. Should I place ours where that one was or no?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't have extra tags, but I'm going to hide this one somewhere else. You know, I'm just going to leave it. Some child. Some
There we
kid
go.
will find
2
it.
for 1.
No, I'm just going to put it.
Where are you putting it? Oh,
No,
okay.
I'll just put it back. I'm going to put it back. Okay. Someone else can find it, you know?
All right. That's cute. I like it.
Imaginative cuisine.
In the Wonderland side.
So are we just supposed to like sit? They'll come get us?
Yep. Ooh, look at that chair. Not you breaking the chair.
Was it as graceful as it looked?
More so.
I'd say I was pretty graceful, no?
Yeah.
How do you
You dropped your phone, by the way.
get comfortable?
You don't. And that's the point. All right, Abed got to sit in a cool chair. I want to sit in a cool chair.
All right, okay, that's more than cool. That's weird.
Ooh.
Is that even comfortable?
No.
Really?
Nope. This is so much fun so far. If you're not familiar with what Wonderland is, it's an Alice in Wonderland themed restaurant here on Harmony of the Seas. I think they have it on a few Oasis class. Okay, your journey begins here in Wonderland, meeting the Mad Hatter. He took us through a magical door to start our journey and introduced us, you know, Bruno Mars and Justin Bieber. Hey, as we walked down the stairs, we got seated. This restaurant is beautiful. So when we were on Utopia, this was actually Giovanni's wine bar and kitchen. It's 2 stories. It's got an overlook onto the boardwalk. Really pretty. But we got a paintbrush and some magical water. And this is our menu. So we're going to paint the menu with the water to reveal what it is. That's such a cool idea. All right, so this menu is really interesting. It's broken up into the 5 mother elements: sun, sea, earth, fire, and ice. And Our server is actually going to take us on a culinary adventure, so we didn't have to pick anything except our main course. We're basically going to get a little tasting menu of all of the appetizers, which is going to be really exciting. So we're going to get to show you a lot of what Wonderland has to offer. They tout it as like imaginative cuisine, and I think it's a like molecular gastronomy. The presentations are going to be really cool. I'm excited. So we're excited to take you along with us, and we're trusting our server. You know, like we say on Random Recess, trust your server. They know what's good. So they're going to bring us out a little bit of a tasting menu for the appetizers, and we'll show you what we got for our mains. And of course, we had to get signature cocktails. All right, these signature cocktails are really fun. I got the smoke rings, which is inspired by the smoking caterpillar, and it was a smoking cocktail. Really great presentation. Ooh, look at the smoke coming out. Very cool. It kind of just sits in there until you drink it. All right, let's taste it. It's a whiskey-based drink. So it's kind of like, I'm assuming it's going to be like a smoked old fashioned. It looks really cool, but how does it taste? Let's try it. It's really good. It's not too sweet at all. The opening of the glass is big enough to get your nose in when you take a sip, so you get that aromatic smoke. It truly adds a really nice flavor profile. It's going to get a 4 out of 5 for me. This is a delicious drink, and it's not super duper strong either. I really like this.
I got the Cheshire Cat, and as you know in the story, like, he disappears, right? You can't see him, then he reappears. So the idea here is the cotton candy on top. Essentially, the beverage is poured over it, and it all mixes and turns into this drink. This is gonna get a 5 out of 5. Y'all know I have sweet teeth. I love sweets. There's so much going on, so much food's hitting the table. The drink was fabulous. This is gonna be one of those really fast, wondrous reviews. So here we go. Well, I'm going to start with the egg because that just sounds so good. I think I was supposed to put some of the phyllo dough on it. I can't remember. But, well, it smells so good. And smoky, which makes sense. Chris, I don't know that you'll even like that. Probably not my favorite deviled egg, which essentially it's a form of deviled eggs, but that was okay. That was okay. All right. Do you want to try something?
Not horrible, but I'd say average. Average deviled egg. All right, I'm trying the liquid lobster. This looks like a liquid lobster bisque kind of take on it with some caviar on top. Love this spoon. That's so cool. And we got to take this in one shot. So here we go. Oh yeah, that was really good. Yeah, it's like a lobster bisque with a piece of lobster, some caviar on top. You get the nice like salty pops from the caviar. That lobster meat's really good. And so is the bisque. The bisque is warm. So that was a good one biter. I'd say the lobster was a little like tough, but other than that, it tasted fantastic. That was a really good appetizer. A little one biter, a little amuse-bouche, if you will.
Yo, that shrimp was really good. Highly recommend that Scotch bonnet like sauce. I probably should have put a little bit more on there, but I was a little nervous because at the moment I can't handle too much spice, but you know, the waiter, trust the staff, it really was really mild. So you probably are going to be fine if you just can't handle a lot of spice. But it's really flavorful with the sauce. Without it, it's kind of dry. It is crunchy, but it needs that sauce big time.
I have to agree with the vet on the shrimp. Wrapping it in the phyllo dough kind of just made it super dry when you ate it. But with that sauce, he's right. That sauce is really good. Just a little hint of spice, but honestly, I think that dish would have been better if it was just the shrimp and not the phyllo dough, but that's just me. Next up, we got tomato water, which come in these cute little test tubes, and it's supposed to taste like tomato. I guess it's really cool. It's like clear. It's got little dollops of pepper, like oil. You can see that in there. And then like a creme on top. I don't know what this is, but she said to just take it like a shot, so here we go. That was really good. Really weird, because like you're expecting a thick like tomato soup, but it's just like thin water, but it tastes exactly like tomato soup with a little bit of spice from that pepper. That was really good. That might have been my favorite appetizer so far. I think you're really gonna like that. Along with the tomato water, we also got the crab cone. Got some like crab inside. I think that's wasabi on top. And they told us to eat it from the bottom up, so we're gonna listen to the server here. I see why they did that, because the bottom of the cone doesn't really have anything in it. So you want to get to the top part, which has everything in it, and save that for last. Really good. Creamy. I think that's like guacamole almost. Really good flavor. Not a whole ton of crab in there, but it is just an appetizer. The tomato water and the crab cone best parts.
That was so good. I agree. That to me is the best bite so far that we've had, and everything's been good. Weird in some cases, like the tomato water, but also good. So far, that's the theme. Like, weird, but good, strange. You know, it's definitely putting us out of our element. We don't normally eat like this. And I suspect a lot of people that go on cruises probably feel the same way. Maybe that's why Royal's not putting it on newer ships, but we're still not done with the whole meal, so we'll assess at the end, but there's still one more appetizer left. I'll be honest, I don't remember. How am I supposed to eat this? Oh, okay. I dropped some on mine. Put that on the cracker. Okay. I dropped some. Okay, I eat this. Got it. Ooh, I think I may like this the best. Look at that. Wow. So they hollowed out this lime. So they hollowed out that lime, and then there's like this, I don't know what it is. What are we eating? It just tastes good. I know it's seafood. It's definitely of the sea. I want to say it's some sort of seafood salad. It's not crab, maybe like salmon or tuna, but it is so good, y'all. It has a little bit of, like, it's spiced, not spicy. And then the fact that it's in a carved out lime, man, adds the right citrus note. And now palate cleanse. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that. That is really sour. But I get why it's a palate cleanser, because palate has been neutralized and cleansed. Perfect that that's right at the end of all the appetizers. Chris, I can't wait for you to try it.
What was that? I think the bed's right. It was like the seafood salad on top of the cracker. It has a little bit of spice to it. That was excellent. So that and the crab cone, don't miss. All right, for the main, I got the beef short ribs, and she joked. It was like chocolate brownie with ice cream on the side, and that's exactly what it looks like. It's so funny. The plating is so pretty. And these plates are really unique. They have like little pockets around them that hold all your veggies. There's some cherry tomatoes. There's some beets. Looks delicious. We're not going to worry about that, but we have the buttery mashed potatoes and the short rib here. The short rib is delicious. Super tender. The bordelaise sauce on it is really good. Let's try these mashed potatoes. All right, those are good. Super buttery. Delicious mashed potatoes. This is a really good option, honestly. The short rib, like I said, tender, really good, delicious, has really meaty flavor. And those buttery mashed potatoes, I gotta give this a 4 out of 5. This is delicious. I don't know about these like weird veggies on the side and the little pockets on the plate. Not a huge fan of that, but you know, to each their own. But the short rib and the potato part, really good.
All right, so I got the chicken and the egg, and I'm just really nervous it's gonna be dry, but let's cut into it. The chicken is okay. It's a piece of chicken breast. I'm more of a dark meat boy. It's a little on the drier end, not like dry, but it's on the border of dry. So we'll just say that. But when you're cooking for the masses, you know, sometimes that's to be expected. I'm really excited about the chicken skin that comes with it. Oh yeah. Oh, that is satisfying. I don't know what this is. Like I don't know how I'm supposed to eat everything, and I'm just confused. Is this potato or parsnip?
Potato.
I suspect these are the same potatoes. That's really good. Okay, I'm just very curious. I want to know what this egg is made out of. In my mind, it's cheese, but am I just oh, it runs. Look at that. What is it? I'd probably say skip the chicken.
All right, I stole some of Abed's chicken. Sorry, it's hard for me to talk because it's so dry and it sucked all of the moisture out of my mouth. Listen, I don't like breasts, okay? I'm just gonna say it. I am a dark meat guy. Chicken breast is always dry in restaurants. At least, it's not always dry, okay? It just tends to be drier. This is very dry. And I would agree with the bed's rating. 2.5 out of 5.
All right, y'all. I'm a firm believer that dessert can make or break a meal. Like your sides, your appetizer, your main course. At least in a bed's book, I love sweets. So let's see what's gonna happen once the dessert comes out. I've heard it's whimsical and wonderful.
At this rate, the dessert has a lot of heavy lifting to do, okay? All right, so our desserts came out, and we got the Mystical Mushroom Garden, which is like white chocolate and meringue mushrooms. There's like red velvet dirt and some sorbet. That looks really good. Such good presentations here. And then with the world, the globe, I guess, which was like a melting globe of chocolate over some like peanut butter ganache. There's salted caramel. That looks fantastic. Presentations here at Wonderland, despite what the food may taste like, all the presentations have been really, really good. So at least aesthetically, this place is beautiful. It's got some like peanut butter ganache, salted caramel. There's some chocolate, obviously. All right, that's good because the chocolate sauce is hot, but the dessert is cold. So you have a nice like temperature contrast. The peanut butter isn't overwhelming. It doesn't take over the dish. Pretty well balanced. That's yummy. I really enjoyed that. Might be one of my favorite things of the entire meal is that chocolate dessert. That was really good.
Welcome to the Mushroom Kingdom. How do I eat this? What is it, and how do I eat it? Let me cut into this. Top of the mushroom. No. Chris is just laughing at me, and it's really rude, but like, I'm gonna try this again. This was at the top of the Mushroom Kingdom, and it's Instagrammable. We may or may not put it on our thumbnail. Like, it was really pretty, but negative ghostwriter on that. If you have a choice, like, don't get that. Don't get that.
So I think the contrast in desserts perfectly sums up our experience here at Wonderland.
All right, in general, thoughts on Wonderland. We want to be very specific and very clear about our experience at Wonderland because we don't want there to be any distinction between service and then like the food in our experience because let's be clear, the service was 10s. They're going to get 10s. Mawinda, I think that's her name, our server, was spectacular. Will receive 10s on the survey. So anyone from Royal that's watching, fabulous. The Mad Hatter was fabulous. Check-in was great. The service, again, all 10s here. They're working so hard, so sweet, so kind, imaginative, fun. Everyone's having a great time. The singing, the dancing, everything was just great. The kids are having a great time. So from the entertainment aspect, from the service aspect, it's all 10s. In terms of the food, Chris already hinted at it. It's a lot of hits and then a lot of misses. The menu is fun, it is imaginative, and when you do stuff like that, and when you take risks, some of it is gonna work out, some of it isn't. Now, Wonderland's leaving the ship, so kind of is a moot point for those of you that are booked on it when it's here. If you're not interested, you're probably not gonna miss out on anything. But if you are watching this and you're going on Harmony and it's still here and you wanna try it for yourself, book it quickly. Now, Chris and I have the dining package, so it costs $60 if you buy it on your own. So we're adding that to our total, our running total in terms of value received versus cost of the dining package. $60 is really pricey. When you can go to 150 Central Park and it's $67. And in terms of like high-end food for that price point, for $7 more, 150 Central Park is definitely the better value.
I have to agree with a lot of what Abed said. Service was absolutely stellar, fantastic. We got taken care of so well in there. The food was just all over the place for me. There were things that were delicious. The crab cones, awesome. The chocolate sphere thing, amazing. The short rib was really, really good. And then there were some things that were just not great. The deviled eggs kind of had no flavor, right? They were too smoky. It was almost a little bitter. Abed's chicken, ultra dry and had no flavor at all. So there were things that like didn't work and there were things that worked really well. So, you know, all in all, it was kind of a mixed bag. Now, would I come here again? Not for $60. I'm gonna be really honest with you. $60 is really, really pricey. And Abed's right. If I can just go down to 150 Central Park and get a much better, more consistent meal for $67, I'm gonna do that. Or I'm gonna go spend $40 at Sabor. Sabor's food was way better, in my opinion, than Wonderland. I can kind of see why it's going away. The concept of it, the molecular gastronomy, it's a little intimidating for the everyday diner. And honestly, if you're cruising and you're not used to that kind of food and you come here expecting one thing and getting another, and then you pay $60, that may not be the best experience.
What do you mean?
What is this? Since when are you finger gunning yourself in the mirror?
I've always done that.
You've literally never done that before.
Literally, everyone, all our subscribers know that I've always done that.
Okay. You know, and everyone's going to take your side, so now I'm going to look like the villain, but I'm just saying.
Well, who gets the villain edit?
Such a strange thing to do out of nowhere.
I've always done it.
I support you.
Gaslight.
I support you.
What do you mean?
It's a gaslighter in chief right here.
Definitely not used to sailing like Royal. Outside of Navigator of the Seas, all the other like big ships that we've sailed have been during an inaugural sailing or like preview sailing, stuff like that. And so the elevators, they're definitely like just as backed up as, you know, Jubilee, Carnival Jubilee, with the exception of at least these aren't like tiny coffins. I mean, they're still hot in there, but you know, it's not terrible. Like these are actually large, but it's a big ship full of people and it gets backed up.
All right, we made it down to the boardwalk. We're in the standby line for the Fine Line Aqua show, and it's not too long, so hopefully we get a seat. We weren't able to make a reservation until like the 10 o'clock show, but we wanted to see the 8 o'clock show because 10 is kind of late, so hopefully we get in at standby. We'll see. We got here like 30 minutes early. All right, so standby line was crazy. There's like no seats down there in the theater, but they opened up the rock wall platform balcony area for us to watch the show. Honestly, this might be the pro tip. This might be the better spot to watch it from. You're high up above everything. Okay, so we just got out of the Fine Line, which is the Aqua Theater show here on Harmony of the Seas. And just like every other Aqua Theater show we've seen, it was fantastic. It's so much fun to go watch the Aqua Theater shows on an Oasis class ship. They're like Cirque du Soleil at sea, right? They're slackliners, divers, they're dancing all over the stage. There's people flipping all over, doing tumbling in the sky. They dive from the very highest points on the ship. I don't know how they do that, and the pool's so tiny. It was really, really fun. I will say this. Royal Caribbean shows have a weird theming problem where you don't really know what the show is about. Like, it was called The Fine Line. All the stunts were really cool. If you ask me, like, if you asked me what the theme of the show was or what the show was even about, or if there was a story, I couldn't tell you. Okay? And that's kind of how it is with all of Royal Caribbean's Aqua Theater shows that we've seen. Not saying they're bad. They're very entertaining. There's lots of dancing, music, like I said, high-flying stunts. It was awesome. Just like a weird story that I couldn't follow. But other than that, really, really fun. Doesn't disappoint. Royal Caribbean just doesn't miss with their entertainment.
It was actually really interesting to see this show from a different perspective. Like Chris said before the show started, because we were in standby, now we do have the 10 p.m. reservation, but that's just kind of too late for us. We're kind of tired, to be honest. So we're not doing the 10 p.m. We got into the standby line. We waited maybe like 20 minutes. And then when we got in there, because the way this Aqua Theater is set up, there are actually seats. Now, we didn't know that because we just came off Utopia, where it was just this long bench that sat a lot more people. So all the seats were gone by the time we got in there, but there was overflow seating up at the rock climb wall. That is the place to be, in our opinion. You get to see everything. When they're flying all around, when they're diving, when they're walking the tightrope, they're right under you. And that's a perspective that you don't necessarily get when you're sitting in the main Aqua Theater. So that may be, I don't know, maybe a hidden gem pro tip for you. Just show up late and then go up to the rock climbing wall. If it's open, the vantage point is just great. We were able to see everything. And honestly, when we were on Utopia, we sat really close. That was a beautiful experience, a great experience. No matter where you are in the Aqua Theater, I think you're gonna have a great time. But I gotta say, at one point, the whips came out and the leather daddy was just whipping water and getting everybody going. And I gotta say, that piqued my interest.
Oh my god, I totally forgot about the leather daddy with the whips. That was hilarious. I was like, what kind of S&M Aqua Theater show is this? But I'm here for it. And you know what? Maybe bring some chains next time. I don't know. Spice it up a little bit. Let's go.
Everyone was having fun. You could tell the cast was having fun. I don't know if this is a new cast or if they've worked together before, but they were in harmony.
All right, that's going to do it for day 3 here aboard Harmony of the Seas. Tomorrow we reach our first port of call, which is Roatan, Honduras. We have a fun excursion, so you're not going to want to miss that. Make sure that you're subscribed. It's completely free and it really helps us out. We're so happy that you're coming along with us on this recess. We are having a blast and we have so much more to show you. Give this video a thumbs up too. Thank you so much for your support. If you stay this long, we really, really appreciate you. And with that, remember what we always like to say, live life one recess at a time, and we'll see you on day 4.